Hi, welcome to this week's reading blog. I hope you can hear me over the sound of the cicadas. They are out in full force today. I posted last week my book haul, and I'm going to read a couple of the books that I bought last week in this blog. One of those is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie Oh. I picked this up because I wanted to intentionally read something for Asian and Pacific Islander Month. And so I'm going to go ahead and start this one today. What I know about this is the main character lives in a community where it's being very ravaged by storms, and they believe that their sea god is angry. And so they keep sacrificing these women to the sea god in hopes that he will calm the storms. And the most beautiful girl in the village is going to be sacrificed, and she happens to be the love of our main character's brother. And so her brother is going to save his love, which pretty much means he's going to be sentenced to death for doing this. So our main character throws herself into the sea to be a replacement for the girl that they're going to sacrifice because she wants to save her brother. And she is swept off to a magical world where she's trying to find the sea god and basically save her village. So I'm going to be reading that one this week. And I also started last night the Backyard Bird Chronicles by Amy Tan. And I'm really looking forward to this one. So I'm going to be reading them both, probably interchangeably. And if I have enough time, I'll probably read something else. I'm going to be on vacation this week, so I'm hoping that I have some time to do some reading. Anyhow, I just wanted to kick off this vlog, and thanks for joining me. Now that we've talked about what books we're going to be reading, I wanted to give you an update on the American beautyberry that I've shown you before. They are the purple flowers that turn into purple berries, and I have some of the flowers here have started turning into berries. So I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on how that progresses. I'm going to now walk up by my house where I have my blackberry patch and see if any of my new blackberry bushes, and by new, I mean new growth. They're my oh gosh, how long have I had these blackberry bushes? For years. But it's the new growth of the old bushes. I hope that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So we're going to go walk over there and see if there's anything new. The new growth is getting massive, and you can see I have new berries growing, and my plant looks really hot. So I'm going to go water this now. Hello, hopefully you can hear me okay. My neighbor is mowing next door, and I don't think it's going to be too loud for me to give you some reading updates, but if you hear noise, it's the neighbors mowing. I am still reading The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie Oh. Really, the main update that I wanted to give you is the writing is so beautiful. Our main character at this point is in the spirit realm, so she's meeting gods and she's meeting characters who have gone to the spirit realm before her, and I'm enjoying it. I have no complaints. I'm just having a good time. So I'll definitely continue to read this one this week. I also started reading Gods of the Wyrdwood by R.J. Barker. I went to my library's Libby site to put a hold on this, and it was available without any wait, so I grabbed it and I started reading this one as well. I'm already 20% into this, which is 120 some odd pages. I've mentioned in a couple of my vlogs before how much I love R.J. Barker's writing. I've only read The Bone Ship so far, and this is his latest series. I think it's called The Forsaken, and like typical Barker, it's been mostly world building so far. I haven't read the blurb on the back of the book, and I haven't looked up what this particular series is supposed to be about. So the only thing I know is our main character, is his name Kahan, has been taken from his home and being trained to do something. It's been very vague what he has been up to and what he can do, but the world itself is very interesting. One thing that I really love about what R.J. Barker does is he also includes the plants and the animals in his world building, and so it's very fascinating. I think I like the world of the Bone Ships better just because I'm so into pirates and the high seas and stuff like that, but I am enjoying his writing, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what this world and this story is about. I'm officially on vacation this week, so I'm hoping to get in a lot of reading time. I think this is the only day I'm going to be able to be out in the hammock because it's supposed to be really storming for the next few days, and which is great reading weather, but not so great hammock weather. We were planning to go to the beach for a few days, but my cat Posey is sick and she's at the vet right now. She's going to be fine, but we had to cancel our plans to go out of town. So I guess the next best thing is I will get to stay at home and read. So I will surely be giving you some more updates this week, and that's all for now. I'm going to enjoy this hammock time while I can before the rain comes. As promised, it stormed all day today. My cat is home. She's doing okay. I am now halfway through Gods of the Wyrdwood, and I'll be honest, there's still a whole lot of world building going on. One of my favorite things about Barker's world building in the Bone Ships was the creatures that he created, and there's a whole lot of creatures that he's created in the Wyrdwood. I can see where people who need more than that would not be so happy with this, but that's a facet of fantasy and storytelling that I really love. So I'm having a really good time, even though I'm about 320 pages, I would assume, if I'm halfway through, and I don't know a whole lot about the characters or the plot. I am learning more about what Kahan went through between being taken as a boy and now, and we are coming across new characters that we are growing to love. So there are things that are being slowly revealed, but most of it, I would say so far, is world building. I feel like the reveals are starting to amp up and the stakes are getting higher and higher as we go along. So I am excited for the second half and even the rest of the series because I really do love the darkness in this forest and the darkness in the creatures and the surprises. I keep expecting things to happen and things will go not quite as expected. I'm looking forward to where the story is going to go. We are now at the end of the week. My vacation is almost over. I finished reading The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie Oh, and the writing was really beautiful, and I wound up really loving the end of this. I think for a lot of the book, I was enjoying it, but it wasn't really hitting for me. And then at the end, it all wrapped up, and I wound up landing on a 3.5 out of 5 star. So I do recommend this. My neighbor just walked up to the fence, and I'm like full on looking at a camera and holding up a book, and that was really awkward. Okay, I think my neighbor is now working in the front of his yard. So all I'm going to do now is stay in the hammock and read Gods of the Wyrdwood and enjoy the rest of this Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful time wherever and whenever you are. Okay, I am currently 75% into Gods of the Wyrdwood, and I'm really loving the creatures in the story, and I'm also liking the characters. I'm getting to the point where I think I understand what has happened with our main character and his sister, and what is happening with this village. They're starting to get a lot more plot and I'm just really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the rest of this, as well as hopefully continuing on with the series. The next book, the library didn't have a wait for that one either. So I'm hoping I can go ahead and grab that one. And then the third book, I think it's the final one of the trilogy, comes out next month. So I may continuing on with this, but again, I have 25% left. And like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get back to reading. I'm still going to stay in this hammock for a while, and I will give you an update probably when I get to the end. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and I only have about 5% left of Gods of the Wyrdwood. So I'm just going to have a lazy Sunday morning and finish this and let you know what I think whenever I get to the end. I have a lot of birds playing in the bird feeders, and I see cardinals flying back and forth in front of my window. So I'm going to go open the window on my back door. I finished reading Gods of the Wyrdwood. I don't think I mentioned earlier that this was 640 pages, so it was a chunky one. I really enjoyed the creatures in this, and I enjoyed the characters. They were all very nuanced, and I also love the magic in here. At times, this was very, very dark, which I enjoy. I'm definitely going to continue on with this series. I'm continuing to really love RJ Barker's style. And anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. Thank you so much for joining me this week and for making it this far. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.